Hello, my beautiful soul family. How are you doing today on Freedom Friday? And we're going to do Suddenly Saturday. So we're doing 2 days in a row because I've had some things that I got to do. I got to get outside, do some earthing, and enjoy the sun a little bit, and do some meditating. And whatever I find out I need to do, I can do. So, there is a lot right now. It's kind of quiet out there, and it's always calm before the storm. So there's a lot going on in the theatrical performance of the governments and stuff like that. And I've been trying to back out of it a little bit. I don't want to get all caught up in that because we are kind of coasting through time right now, seeing where the truth is and what the lies have been, and we're finding out the truths for ourselves. And that's what we're doing. We're looking at everything. We're really close. We're observing, and that's what we need to do right now. Some people want to be a freedom fighter, warrior. Go ahead, but just do it kindly. We don't want this to go crazy. We want to ease it in with love. So we're going to get started today. Today is 8/16/2024. It's a 23. It is a 5. And we know we're changing. We know that the transformation is going because we can see it in ourselves. I can feel it. Things do not bother me like they used to. And I'm getting my husband used to that fact because people have an opinion. And that is what it is. Like if I'm having a conversation with somebody and we just go off track and we're talking about this other thing and we just can't remember what we're doing because we're just so in our thoughts. We don't want to be that way. We don't want to be stuck in our mind. We want to coast through this observation time kind of quietly and take everything in and absorb it. The energy out there is getting really high, and that's what we want, a beautiful, loving, high vibration. And just remember, when someone says something to you, unless it's fact, it is their opinion, and they are allowed to have that. My husband has a hard time with that. I used to have a hard time with that. Somebody would say something like, da, 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 and you'd be like, but they're allowed, and you're thinking, why'd they say that? Well, because that was their opinion. We need to rewire our thought pattern that when people say things, don't take it personal. Just take it that, okay, that's how they feel. I get it. And, you know, move on. So anyway, we have a 5 today. Now, tomorrow is 8/17 of 2024, which is a 24, which is a 6. And we're going to add the 5 and 6 together, and we've got an 11. We have a master number that is going to intensify this reading. I have to keep doing the readings. I have to bring my soul family to realize what is going on and what we've been lied to and what is the truth, and we have to find it out for ourselves. So I will be here with you. We will go through this all together because we are star seeds. There is too much information that we know we're not from this planet. We know we are not. We were placed here. We were planted here, and we have to grow beautiful. Now's our time to be beautiful. So anyway, now that I've gabbed a lot, and I don't have to read the 11 because we know the 11 is a master number and it doubles in power. And right now we are doubling in power. The other day I talked about our senses. When we are feeling into how we feel about something, or we're giving our uh, observation and our opinion, we have to use our senses, all of our senses too. Our smell, our taste, our voice, or just different things. Our hear, what we see, what we taste. We have to practice with our senses. That's the energy within us. Now we're going to go to the Soul Helper Oracle, and we got a number 4, and this says, awaken all your senses. This is the great awakening. This is our great awakening. And we need to awaken every part of us. Slow down and become aware of them. That's what the card says. And that's what I've been saying. We need to slow down. When we observed that, why did we feel that way? And observe how you're feeling in certain instances. We know that what triggers are. We've been practicing with that. Now we have to look into the senses. Look at that. She has her eyes closed and she is using her senses. She can feel the energy and feel the light on her face. Slow down and take a more mindful approach to life, or you might miss all the beautiful things along the way. Be aware of everything around you and give full rein to your senses once more. Smell the flowers, savor the nectar, see the colors, listen to the sounds, and hear all the wonderful songs that tell of love and eternal being. Let your inner senses awaken your clairdescent, clairvoyance, and your extrasensory perception. Your soul is calling for it, and time is right. Open your third eye. Now is the time to begin to see, to perceive, and recognize, and to begin intensive training of all your senses through exercise and meditation. Everything you see with your physical eyes is imbued with a spirit that is ready to touch, support, and guide you. It is in every crystal, every flower, every friend. Feel your heart attune to your third eye and allow them to guide you toward paths that are filled with light. This card indicates that the time is now favorable in its renaissance for opening your third eye. So take all the recommended helpers with you into this magical time. As described in the first section of this book, the number and the crystals are especially important. Yeah, the number is doubled. It's a master number because it doubles our power. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animals, the eagle, see from the high up eagle perception. Herbal essence oil is rose, healing crystal is diamond, and number is 4. Shine like crazy diamonds. Let your soul feel free. It's time. Number 4 reveals that you need solid structure now more than ever. To feel secure, you need an ordered space. This number brings a sudden burst of energy. Use it to get your life in order. It brings good humor and cheerfulness. Things will be less complicated and life will become easier. Start to be aware of yourself and your body more keenly and take care of your physical needs. Number 4's energy field is the mastery of matter in order to be able to create paradise, wholeness, divine order, and manifestation. We practiced manifestation, and I wrote something down on the 17th of July and I manifested it. It's happened. So it does work. We've got to listen to the whispers of our soul. And that is what we're doing right now. That is what I'm doing anyway. I don't know what you guys are doing, but I am listening to the whispers of my soul. Now, we've got the messenger oracle. And you know, we always think and we talk about and we see these cards and we're trying to figure out what the cards are really trying to say because it is collective reading. All of it's collective. We are one in our collectiveness, but we're separate in our avatar. Our bodies are different. Sorry for drinking so much. I'm on a medication that makes my mouth dry. I got a muscle relaxer I'm taking. It makes my mouth so dry. Let your emotions flow. We really need to think about things right now. We have overreacted so much in our life, you know, as a youth, a child, a youth, and coming up, and we've so overreacted because we were looking at different perceptions and perspectives of the thing because we were younger and we were growing and we were leveling up. Now we're leveled up. And this card now, it's let your emotions flow. So they're telling you that. It's emotions flow like water. We all have emotions. They can be joyous like a babbling brook, as deep and strong as a river. Give yourself permission to feel and experience them without judgment or blame. Do not try to deny them, for that can only lead to harm and disease. Do not damn them within you. Release them, let them flow and go. Allow yourself to feel them and learn from them as you embrace them for what they are. A natural response to the moment that you exist in that will pass as the moment passes. Yeah, we need to think about that because while we're reacting, okay, overreacting usually, because we're not going back and observing what was just said, what was just shown, what was done, we're overreacting. So she has her eyes closed so she doesn't see and overreact. She's got a little tree frog right here, and I love my tree frogs. I have a window. I have like 15 baby tree frogs every night. It's like my outdoor, I call it my outdoor terrarium. I think that's how it's pronounced. Because I have my husband put a viney plant here in front of my window, and we have our little tree frog resort that we made from like dirt and PVC pipes, and they go in there and sleep. And then at night they come out and they have fun jumping around, eating bugs on the window, and we watch them and we love the little frogs. Some people don't like stuff like that, but I'm so okay. And last night I had to go rescue a baby dragonfly because he was flying around all these little frogs and they're trying to eat him. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I went out last night and I kind of put him, he's my little dragonfly that's been out on my porch lately. So I had to rescue him from the tree frogs. But feel the emotion inside. Feel how you're feeling, like with me and the tree frogs. I enjoy it. It makes me happy. It makes me calm. It's like, this is so cool because I don't have to clean anything other than the window once in a while. And they're outside and they poop outside and they feed out there. I don't have to do nothing with them, just enjoy them. That's the kind of enjoyment I like, you know. But anyway, right here we have the tree frog and we have the butterflies and the dragonfly and the crystals hanging. And she is just pouring water into the earth, her emotions. The A natural response to the moment that you exist is that will pass as the moment passes. So each time we think of things like that, it will pass. You got to remember everything. I mean, think about everything that's went on in your life, and after a while, it just passed by. Everything will pass. It's just taking your time and your energy thinking about it all the time and not letting it pass. Because we've got to honor Gaia. We have to honor our earth. We were put on here to be the keepers of this earth. The earth upon which you dwell is more than just a rock covered in water, stone, and dirt. The earth beneath your feet, the mountains, the forests, the rivers, lakes, oceans, and the air that you breathe are all part of the magical living entity that is Gaia. She is our eternal mother, our provider, and our home. Gaia gives us life. Without her, we would not be. Honor Gaia by seeing the truth of what she is. Honor Gaia by loving her as you love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, you need to work on yourself. Self is the first thing that you work on. Because without changing yourself, it will stay that way. It'll stay stagnant. Because you know what? You were born to create. That's what we're doing. We're creating. You are blessed with the ability to create with thought, intention, action, and emotion. Be conscious of your power and aware of what your actions and reactions create within and around you. Cherish this gift and use it in both a wise and productive manner. Create beauty and inspire a desire within others. Do the same. Create a future that both fulfills and delights. Do what you were born to do. Do you think that the great I am, the creator, the all there is and all there ever was, created us in the image in there, we don't know if it's a male or female, and I really don't feel that our creator really has this, it's not, I think it's masculine and feminine. So our creator is helping us to create, but he put us here. He planted his star seeds here, and we come up and we are creating. We have to create. Look at the light. We've been in this darkness for so long, trying to figure out our light. And once we start creating the life we want, the darkness starts to crack and we start to see the beautiful, amazing golden light. That was a beautiful card, and I love it because I am creating, me and my husband and I are creating a beautiful piece of property. We've always been doing that. Everything we do is to help the earth. Anywhere we go is to help the earth. We do not litter. Absolutely not. We do not litter. We pick things up. We repurpose things. We also put our scraps outside, and it actually we're in sand. Florida is sand. We don't have really good potting soil. And if you buy it, it's kind of junk. So we put our food, other than can't do meat, all of our vegetables and fruit into our compost pile. And our soil is as black as it's beautiful. It's just so pure. And that's what we want to do. Because we got some other messages. And they're sticking together because they're so close, but yet so far. We got autumn. Release the old and rest. Release all of the pressure and expectations weighing you down. Shed it all so that you can recover before moving into a time of renewal. Autumn is when the trees are preparing for the long, cold winter and must let go of all the weight they are carrying in order to continue to grow and prosper. Sometimes you too just have to surrender an aspect of yourself in order to continue to grow and prosper. The raven on the autumn card shows that there is an opportunity to heal at this time. In Celtic animal medicine, the raven is the bird of healing and intuition. The healing it brings is a shift that allows you to move into a more powerful psychic space where you can be more aware of your needs and desires and be better supported. You know what is heavy, what is holding you back. Is it a person, a situation, a dream? Like the trees letting go of their leaves and fruit in the autumn, it's time to let it go. When you hold on, you try to control reality. And that never works. When you let go, you make space for the new to enter your life. You are being guided by your angels and nature herself to release whatever is stopping you from moving forward, and you can do this. When the autumn card arrives in the future position of a spread, or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that the coming autumn will usher in important energies with regards to your questions or intentions. Yeah, fall is going to be very interesting this year. It's going to be the fall of the cabal, and I'm ready for them to go bye-bye because we got the lady, and it's enjoy growth and reap rewards. What did I just say we were? We were planted here, we were grown here by our creator, and we are star seeds, and we need to grow. She's talking about that. She's saying, enjoy the growth and reap the rewards, because as we level up and get smarter and observe more things and realize how wrong we were in certain situations when we look at it as a different perception. So she's basically holding up that beautiful apple. You know, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? Was that a myth or was that a fact? I would say it's probably a fact. Reap what you have sown and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Grow and expand in all areas of your life. The lady is the representation of the goddess in her most fertile form. Inspired by the Empress of the Tarot, she is an abundant, bountiful, and creative being. She is closely connected to nature because it is her child. She represents maternal energy and has more than enough love to give all who needs nurturing. Yet she is a representation of the goddess Venus too, and yearns for a rich relationship with her counterpart, the Lord. In this card, she holds an apple. Its seeds form a perfect pentagram, which in paganism represents the five elements of life. Fertility, growth, and abundance are all imminent. When the lady arrives in your life, all the seeds you have planted are coming to life, and there are plenty more rewards to come. In a material sense, this card can represent financial security and comfort. It shows that there will be more than enough to go around. If you are making business deals or setting intentions to create financial growth, this card indicates a considerable amount of momentary success. The lady can also usher in other forms of abundance, opportunities, marriage proposals, and even the birth of a child. She will help you respect nature and connect with its forces in order to have a genuinely supported journey through life. That This whole reading right here was so perfect for today in every way, because we got the sun, enjoy success and happiness. Know the doors are opening for you. Follow up new projects, ventures, and ideas. Connect with the inner fire that is driving you forward. The sun has long been associated with the energy of success. It's the most powerful planet in the solar system, solar referring to the sun. So, of course, when the sun card appears in your reading, it will bring power, success, and light. It brings up all connections, banishes darkness, brings a sense of youthfulness, and invites you to connect to the energy of joy so that you can be light in spirit and heart. You are being surrounded by the brightness of the sun at this time. Opportunities to feel and be successful are swirling and dancing around you. Relationships and friendships progress with joy, and you will feel happy and uplifted. If you're not somewhere bright and sunny right now, there will be other ways in which you can enjoy warmth and joy. Solar energy brings health and vitality and can energize and warm, and it also encourages everything to grow. The energy of expansion is with you at this time, and you are being offered the perfect opportunity to move forward. If you want to bring something to life or are ready to take a new step in a relationship, the sun will bring the right energy to you. If you are asking a question, the answer is most definitely yes. That's our question card. Ah, ah, that muscle relaxer dries my mouth up so much it makes my tongue stick. Okay, now where are we going with this beautiful reading? Okay, we're going to the practical magic. because this is a number 15, which is a 6, and it's rest and restore. Rock a baby. Rest and restore. We had that. We really need to, if you feel like you need to take a nap, take a nap. If you need to, if you think you need to go meditate, stop what you're doing and just go out. Take 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you can handle, and meditate. It is time for us to start working on ourselves. We don't need permission. Give yourself permission. Taking action to make your dreams come true is important, but so is resting when you need to stop. Putting so much pressure on yourself. Give yourself permission to take a break. If you are sick, allow yourself to pause and heal. There are times when it's admirable to push through, but at other times it's wiser to take a short break so you can come back refreshed and revigorated. Don't be your own worst critic and hardest taskmaster. Allow yourself time off when you need it without judgment. Be aware of any destructive behavior you're engaging in. Do you curse yourself every morning for staying up too late the night before and vow to go to bed early that night only to do it all over again in a perpetual cycle of exhaustion, frustration, and self recrimination? Are you drinking too much, smoking too much, eating too much, or too little? Acting in ways you aren't proud of? Do something future you will be proud of. Have an early or at least on time night. Increase your healthy food habits. Add a little movement to your day, or take a day off from work to rest, relax, and pamper yourself. Somebody needed that because there's too many people. I stay up late at night, but I also sleep in because I have a hard time sleeping sometimes. Too many dreams, too much, too much, too much, too much. So it doesn't matter when you need to sleep, just sleep when you need to sleep. It's your life. You have to take care of self. So remember that. Uh, the first card, we're going to the dreams of Gaia because the dreams of Gaia is calling me. And uh, we got a 9, which is knowledge. When the knowledge card appears in the present, it symbolizes a time of new study and learning. You are being invited to increase your knowledge or skill set. It is time to enroll in a new course, to take on a new role at work, or in order to advance your skills, or to take a talent that you have and apply it to a skill that allows you to draw on that talent. There may be also be opportunities to learn more about people and the world around you. Seek out the elders who can teach you about nature and humanity's place and purpose in nature, as well as more traditional means of education. Surround yourself with books and information. Even if a source is unfamiliar or outlandish to you, it may still serve the purpose of offering you information that you did not possess. Information that in turn both teaches you and benefits you in some way. Now is the time to build upon the knowledge that you already have. Go back to school, go out in the world and ask questions. Do not take anything for granted. Research, investigate, and study all that inspires your curiosity and all that does not. You might discover that an unfolding bias or prejudice has closed your mind to knowledge that can ultimately set you free. It is time to crack that mind and the books open. Uh, we always have to be learning, 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 learning. And if we're not learning, 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 well, what are we doing? Common sense learning is good too. And learning from the outside world is good. The clarifying card for this was Three of Pentacles recognition, and that's divine. That's a divine message. It's time for acknowledgement as you work, receive positive attention, whether making a speech, organizing an event, or demonstrating your skill to others. Your success in public is public rather than private. On the home front, this 3 can show that now is the time to make your home presentable so you can sell it or to renovate or decorate your property. Whatever you do now, you can take pride in, and your work will have a lasting effect. Show off your work and be proud of your achievements. Further success is on this card. Yeah, it's learning, reputation, learning, skills, performance, reward, security, and completion. And that's kind of like this one. I mean, it clarified it perfect. Wherever we learn, wherever we're interested in, it's all learning. It's all going through. We're floating through time right now. We're looking at things and we're observing things and we're taking things in. And that's what we need to do right now because we're going into a major change this world has never seen before. We got the Ace of Earth, and the Ace of Earth was reversed. So he come in reversed. This is starting a new financial or career opportunities, reward versus consequences, making preparations, planning for the future, material gain, a desire for security. In the reverse position, the Ace of Earth signifies that too much emphasis may have been placed on financial reward or career goals to the detriment of other needs and responsibilities. What price are you willing to pay in order to meet your goals? Are you motivated by genuine need, by fear, or by material desire? These are questions you need to ask yourself now. How important is material gain? How fast do you wish to achieve financial security? And for what purpose? The Earth card represents home, family, and career, and our harmonious marriage of the 3. While your life may not include all 3, be sure that your opportunity to have love and family will not be limited by a path that focuses only on your need for financial security. If you do have family, a spouse, children, or both, are you putting your desire for financial security before the emotional needs and responsibilities of a partner and parent? Will the plans you have made take you away from family and place undue pressures on your relationship with others? If the answer is yes or maybe, the reversed Ace of Earth suggests that it is time to rethink your goals or weigh the potential reward against the potential consequences. Do not act selfishly at this time, or the consequences may be greater than anticipated. We can't be selfish. That is a big no-no. When I say we need to work on ourselves, that's not being selfish and take from someone else to work on ourselves. It's working on our reactions, our trigger moments, the things that make us go, ah, during the day. So we need to keep that in mind. And with this card, as the clarifier, was the 18, number 9, the moon. We are watching so much on TV that is an illusion that you will not believe it. Start noticing things. People aren't what they seem on TV. The moon watches you question what you see. Can you see beyond illusion when doubt and confusion threaten to overwhelm you? A situation or relationship may seem appealing under the romantic light of the moon, but will it stand a test of time? Your intuition may be telling you that everything is not as it seems. An additional meaning of this card is that hidden fears and old memories surface as you work through an emotional block. Give yourself time to work out the best way forward. Your intuition holds the answers. Pay attention to its messages through feelings and dreams rather than rely on logical approach to the problem. The unconscious doubt, decision, dilemmas, sadness in the past, fear. We've talked about it so many times about living in the past. I mean, as you see, they're all looking at the moon. It's an illusion. And they don't see the lobster in between them, which obviously they eat. So the lobster is letting the illusion of the moon take them away so he can go through clearly and free and be safe. So yeah, when we get the moon card, not, and we know not everything is as it seems out there in this world right now. The next card we got was the Seven of Fire, and I like this card because you know what? She's holding her throat chakra. Heed your intuition, divination, signs, heeding intuition, looking within, seeking answers, discovering awareness, and trust. That is what this card is. A feeling of recognition. Didn't we just get recognition? And that was on knowledge. A feeling of recognition, inexplicable coincidences, moments that repeat. Personal interpretations is critical. Only you know the answer. Observe and be aware. Look beyond the surface. The Seven of Fire represents the development and use of one's intuition to see the way forward and predict possible outcomes. Intuition is that gut feeling. It is an instructical or unconscious knowing that when you heed it, can keep you safe from making mistakes and heed you to begin in the right place at the right time. It is a feeling of recognition that we often ignore, but if we choose to heed, can have us moving through life in a harmonious accord with our surroundings. In actively using and then trusting your intuition on a regular basis, you may find you observe more and in turn you learn more. You start to see and take notice of signs and messages along the way. You take notice of those little inexplicable coincidences and moments that keep repeating. And if you heed them, can take you on an adventure of discovery, revealing not only the truths you seek, but also your reason for being. Using and heeding your intuition can lead you to the opportunities and experiences that offer the potential to both fulfill you and inspire you. However, to trust in one's intuition requires that you look within and determine what the message means to you personally. You can ask advice of another, you can seek guidance from another, but only you know your answer. Personal interpretations is key. Trusting in the knowledge that is stored within your unconscious mind is the key. Knowledge. Recognition came with knowledge. We have to recognize the knowledge that we have. Third parties can offer insight, but they see and understand life through eyes that have been shaped and influenced by their own experiences, not yours. Only you know that something means for you. Specifically, only you know if something is right for you. The Seven of Fire represents a need to actively develop or trust in your intuition and instinct at this time. Look around you, observe, speak to the cards on a regular basis, and honor the truths revealed by going where your intuition leads you. That was pretty interesting how we got the knowledge and the recognition, and those were the that was the two cards that came up together. And the recognition was a 3, so that was a divine message. Now, and if you look at her, okay, I love this one. I love this picture because I didn't realize she was holding her throat chakra the first couple times I read this, because I usually look at the designs on the cards, because not only are they beautiful artwork, but they have meanings for each one. Now, she's got the butterfly over her third eye. So her third eye, she's telling you that it's ready. It's done with caterpillar time. It's ready to sprout as a butterfly. Third eye. Source is watching over her. The snake is wrapped around her, the lotus flower floating in the murky water, and her 2 felines. And everything is kind of gold. So that's a great card. And with that, we got the 2 of Cups, and that's partnership. There's 2 felines. There's 2 seals. That's the partnership. You're creating everything in your life. We all are. We are the creator of our story. How do you want your story created? How do you want your story remembered? This card predicts love, equality, and a meeting of hearts and minds, which benefit all your relationships from friendship to romance. It also reveals a commitment or promise, such as an engagement or marriage, or an emotional investment in a shared project. This is a healing card. So if your relationship has tested you recently, it reveals that all will be well. You can expect someone close to you to show their love. Know that they are trustworthy and dependable. Appreciate love and trust in your relationships. This is soulmate karma, love, intimacy, connection, healing, and union. Uh, we need to be united with our soul family, our brothers and sisters, but we also, find relationships out there. Now, that was the end of that for the clarifiers and the tarot and for our collective. Now, for the collective, I also have a special message I've been doing. We got the Nine of Air. And this is a self-awareness card, universal consciousness, understanding, insight, visions, imagination, fantasy, and creativity. This, my friends, is an amazing card, and it is an amazing message. Look at the flames coming out of her hand. She also has the lotus flower. She's got a dagger with energy. She also has an eagle over her eye. It's hard to see in the card, but it's like if you see through the truth, you'll see the illusion. And there's source, creator. There's the web, the matrix. Open to possibilities. Possibilities are infinite. Know thyself and know the universe. What dwells within you dwells within nature. Belief creates. All that exists was first imagined. Fantasy is the birthplace of reality. You were born to create. Imagine your fears away. You were born to create. You were born to create. That is a reassurance. That is saying, over here, you've got this. Don't doubt yourself. The Nine of Air represents the imagination and our connection to the universal consciousness or the universal mind. It signifies the importance of knowing thyself, for in truly knowing thyself, one will know both the universe and the power of the void. Ask yourself, what if the universe we dwell within is actually the mind of another being? What if the universe we dwell within is actually this card really makes you think, because what if we were in the mind of another? What if we were in our dreams? What if we were dreaming all the time? Uh, Ask yourself, what if the universe we dwell within is actually the mind of another being? Could you imagine that? That you are made up from another being that created you in their mind? Wow. That's pretty trippy. Oh, stay trippy, little hippie, because that's trippy. Okay, what if the universe is in reality a God mind and we the creation of another being's imagination? Well, that's a really good imagination, let me tell you. What if within our minds the creation of another being's imagination, and what if within our minds there exists universe within universes where creatures that we dream of and imagine dwell in the same way we do here upon the earth, and within their minds are more universe, like fractals, where the same pattern repeats and creates. Our minds contain a universe, and within that universe are create creatures and beings who also have universes within their mind. The universe in which we dwell is one of billions existing within the mind that is yet another universe. The pattern repeats in both directions, exponentially creating an infinitive number of universes and realities. Now ponder a moment, what if we looked within and discovered that within the realms of our mind we create new worlds and realities with our belief? We choose to believe in something, and a new world that mirrors that belief is born. We stop believing in something, and that world either evolves with our belief or ceases to be. Completely, universes overlap, are born and die, forever bond to the life and beliefs of the God mind that created them. What if billions of lives were dependent upon your belief for their very existence? Would it not be wise to believe with understanding and knowledge? What would that would that not create a universe that is a little more constant and conductive to life? What if we are the only beings within this universe, because the God mind in which we dwell is a young mind which limited exposure, and at this time only believes in our existence? Oh, geez, that's really questionable. Pythagoras is credited with saying, "Man, know thyself, and you will know the universe in which God dwells." Simply put, he believes that to know oneself was to know the universe and the power of the God. And he is correct. Everything man has within our physical reality that is not born of the natural world was first imagined by man. The television, the phone in your hand, the laptop on your desk, the movies you watch, and the car you drive. Everything that man has created was first imagined by their inventor. Moreover, when those brave souls voiced their desire to create their new and strange contraptions, they were seen as crazy, eccentric, and foolish. They were told that what they wanted to create was fantasy. At one time or another, everything we have in our present reality was once deemed to be an impossible fantasy. And yet, now these things exist and we take their existence for granted. This is the power of the mind, and the mind's true potential has not yet even begun to be understood or known. All we do now is that the only limit to the mind and what it can do is one that we, the individual, place upon it. We are only limited to our imagination or lack of it. By looking within, learning and understanding the mind in the complex manner in which it controls our lives, and how it has taken our life experiences and used them to influence all we do and all that we are, we can choose to unlearn some beliefs, change our thinking, and embrace a new, less restrictive way of thinking. You can become the God mind that you are, and within your mind, you can imagine and make what you imagine into reality. We live in a society that admires innovation and creativity, and yet paradoxically fears it, and at some times actively seeks to destroy the desire to create. We may be exposed to teachers who punish those who ask questions and challenge the answers because they know there is a better way. We might be ridiculed by family and friends when we use our imagination and speak of things that are deemed to be fantas- fantasistical, fantastical, and unbelievable. But again, all that exists in our present reality was once fantasy and dwelt only in the mind. We may find we are repeatedly trained to reject creative endeavors as a waste of time and effort. The nine of air represents the importance of knowing your mind, understanding the beliefs and thoughts that limit and restrict you, and freeing your imagination. Now it is time to embrace innovation and creation. It is time to step into the realm of the unknown and imagine to enter the void, where your imagination is most powerful, and bring what you find there to life. You are born of a universal consciousness. You are capable of greatness, but all too often you may have been punished for seeking it. Nonetheless, it is time to let go of any unconscious bias against creativity and embrace it as the expression of human power and ingenuity that it is. You are as powerful as your mind allows you to be. You are a creature as your mind, you are a creative as your mind allows you to be. Don't be afraid of embracing your beautiful imagination. The void is in which it resides is the womb that gives birth to a universe that is teeming with life and possibilities. To imagine and create is to make divine magic. You were born of a creative universal consciousness. You were born to create. Everything pointed to this completely. I mean, completely. Recognition, rest, create. We are creating. We have created this world. Now we need to create a better world. I mean, if you have kids and you have grandkids, are you happy with what you're leaving them? I don't have any children or grandchildren, but I wouldn't be happy leaving this. It's horrible out there sometimes. I mean, we got the next one we got now. The clarifier for the special message was another three of wands, another divine message. It's motivation. Think laterally, try new ways to fire your communication and creativity, travel, relationship, wedding, originality, success in the art and sports. Yeah, it's time for us to create what we love. Do what you love and love what you do. Okay, now we got a few more on this Freedom Friday. And it's interesting that these two came out like this. Okay, something said, nope, got to go there. Okay, so I listen. Human Spirit Oracle, 28. I just got goosebumps really bad. Facing the music, 28 is a 10. Hello, music. I came to dance. Well, you're done. You done it. And now you must face the music. There are always ramifications to certain actions. It is so important to learn to take responsibility for what you do. Take time to tackle the hard to look at fragments of your life, as well as owning your behavior and choices. Buck up, baby, and remember, sometimes facing the music is easier than you might think. In fact, it might be just the song you need. Sitting with an uncomfortable tune can help you grow and evolve. I just pictured a teacher scratching their nails over a chalkboard. Oh my, ugh. That's what that card made me think of when it said that. Uh, yeah, we've got to face the music. We can't get aggravated. And we got the Lamarians, clairvoyant, activated, psychic awareness, sensitivity, and trust your intuition. This is the divine master. Lemuria was a civilization in the middle of the Pacific Ocean in ancient times. The inhabitants of this sacred land lived in complete harmony with nature and had a connection with every living being. Their inner vision was fully activated to the point where their pineal gland was fully developed. And they could see for hundreds of miles in every direction in a similar way to the sonar of dolphins and whales. This card represents the highly attuned beings of the Lemurian civilization who knew that their land would come to a cataclysmic end because many of their people were abusing their power and awareness. These beings are dedicated to all those who want to serve the earth and develop spirituality by harnessing the gifts that they have come in with. Your your psychic gifts and talents are being activated at this time. Trust what you see, hear, feel, and know. For whatever you are picking up is absolutely correct. Your sensitivity is so heightened that you will be able to evaluate people's characters quickly, read between the lines, and see things before they happen. Know that this ability will get stronger and stronger as you use your psychic gifts to know and heal. There's a good chance that in the past, your sensitivity was overwhelmed because you didn't understand it or how to direct it. But now you are blooming like a beautiful flower, becoming the light that you were born to be. You have prepared yourself for this moment. Lifetimes upon lifetimes of incarnations have led to where you are now. Through embracing your uniqueness, you can help many others embrace theirs. This is not a time to fit in or conform. This is the moment you let the world know who you are. I like that. I like it a lot. We got the gateway of light activation, and we got Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads, recall power, and future thinking. Future thinking. Who's around us? Arcturus is a giant red star that is among the brightest stars seen from the northern hemisphere. It is around 25 times larger than our sun and can be found just beyond the Big Dipper. Many believe that there are light beings living on a blue planet orbiting Arcturus who are in the fifth or even higher dimensions. Some think they could be a prototype for what is possible on planet Earth. They are described as blue beings, for when they appear to those who can see them clairvoyantly, they are often blue-skinned or emanating blue light in their auric field. The Arcturians race are here to help those on Earth who feel called to facilitate healing and to move beyond draconian and ways of being. They guide us to realize that we have a great opportunity to evolve beyond these limited states. And if we don't, we will be stuck on a karmic wheel for thousands of years before we get on our next opportunity. If you feel called to the Arcturians or this information, it could indicate a past or future incarnation on the Arcturian planet, or that you have Arcturian guides working with you. You can evolve into a greater state of being now. This beings with how you approach even the most mundane of tasks in your own little universe show up in ways that you're never shown up before. Instead of checking out of the planet, it's time to check in. Instead of feeling that life is happening to you, realize that you have a huge part to play. Recall your power. Realize that you are part of the evolution of humanity, and it's time to become the leader you were born to be. It doesn't matter if you're leading yourself or a large group. The key is to create more loving ways of doing things. Honor the ideas or thoughts that you have been having recently. If you have been hearing a high-pitched noise, seeing flickers of light, or sensing that you are being visited by beings in your sleep, know that you are receiving downloads from heaven. Arcturians are with you. That was a great message. The future. The Golden Future Oracle is the one we have. And which is interesting about these two cards that showed up here. 37, number 10. Ooh. Intergalactic travel. Regard the stars with wonder. For thousands of years, people have looked in awe at the stars, and more recently, attempts have been made to explore space. To do so successfully, we must have love, true humility, and the right intention. By 2050, though, we will have the oneness consciousness that allows us to visit other parts of the universe so that we can connect and cooperate with our cosmic friends. Scientists will work in harmony with the angelic realms, the master, and the beings in charge of the stars and planets. By then, advanced technology will have created new eco material to build rockets and the means to power them. These rockets will carry people around the world at unbelievable speeds and will also fly to the stars and planets. In the new golden age, we will be ready and able to visit our companions in this universe in spacecrafts and communicate with them. Yeah, I keep picturing the Jetsons, and the Jetsons was made in 1962. So they were showing you all the technology in the cartoon, The Jetsons, and Star Trek. And I just found out the other day, which was really interesting, because I really didn't watch Star Trek. I know what it is, and Beam Me Up, Scotty, and crap. My brother used to watch it. But one of the Star Trek people that played was a hologram. He was not even a real person. That's interesting, because Star Trek, I can't remember the date, but that's been around for a long time, too. Okay, Commander Ashtar, who originates from Venus, commands the intergalactic fleet that protects our world. He keeps all the universe in balance and harmony with one another. When you receive this card, you automatically receive an invitation to connect with Commander Ashtar and travel with him in our light body. He is sending a sparkling silver light into your crown chakra. This touches your consciousness to give you an expanded understanding of the universe. It also triggers a ray to touch your throat chakra with truth and your heart chakra with unconditional love. Take a moment to experience this. If you wish to do so, mentally accept Commander Ashtar's invitation and know that you will accompany him in his mothership to help the multiverse while you sleep. Imagine yourself looking out at the stars for a fraction of a second. Every star and planet is sending you a pulse of welcoming energy. Accept it with joy. And this card definitely has the light codes coming down, the energy coming down. And we are getting the light codes just as this one said. And this says, use your clairvoyance. This reading was beautiful, guys, for our Freedom Friday and our Suddenly Saturday. I want you to try to do some meditating right now after this reading, because I feel that I need to go meditate and bring something within when you're sleeping will take effect more than while you're awake. So right now, I suggest everybody go do a 10-minute relaxation, a rest, a rock a baby, and do a couple deep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And I do it like 3 times, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And you will feel the relaxation. Work on your trigger points, work on yourself, work on the world around you. And we're all coming in consciousness, all of our brothers and sisters, all of my beautiful sisters and my beautiful brothers are out there, and we're all struggling right now to understand, but we will come to a point where we will understand. And because it's our time to shine, baby, shine. All right. You know what? I love everybody, and may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go round and round. I don't know why that came to my mind. That's a song. Um, but you know what? Just be the beautiful, unique you've always been. I love y'all. Have a beautiful Freedom Friday. Make it magical.